guys. Okay, so this is going to be a client's reading. This is the Pisces intuition reading that I was offering as a sale, but no one took it. No one went for the sale. So that was kind of weird. Except for one client. So that's the reading I'm going to do today. I thought that was a little weird though, that no one went for it. I guess certain ones get interest in than others don't, which is fine. So for the Pisces insight is, it's an intuitive reading, and I'm going to touch on the energy of the question that I was asked, but I'm also just going to kind of give you some channeled info, like based on what comes through. So, I have a couple decks here that I'm going to use for the reading. I have the chakra cards. I have the enchanted map. For some reason, this one was sticking out to me for you. So I'm going to keep the guidebook out because sometimes I need that. And then I have a Rider-Waite tarot deck, because why not, right? Okay, so the question that you were asking is, it's about a certain someone, and you want to know what spiritual lesson are you to learn from this person. So there's a certain someone of interest that I believe you said you were working with them, but you feel a spiritual connection with this person. Now, I gotta say, when I was starting to write down the notes, the notes for your question, I started to channel already, and I was like, okay, I just need to do this live on video. So this is what I'm feeling. So I was writing down, you are a Pisces, you are a Sagittarius sun and moon, and this person is a Pisces sun and an Aquarius moon. This person is super psychic, super they have experiences or they have stories to tell, okay? This person most likely dreams very vividly. The fact that their moon is in Aquarius tells me that they have a very unique way of viewing relationships and love, okay? So they love very differently from what you're used to. I also feel like they have so you said they have an Aries rising and your rising is a Gemini. I am a Gemini rising as well, so coming from a Gemini rising, I know we are we're super bubbly and we're super talkative and whatnot, but then sometimes we're like the complete opposite. Like we're hot cold, okay? An Aries rising to me is someone who's constantly hot. So his outer exterior, his outer, how you see him probably first impression wise was very Aries energy. Fiery, a go-getter, motivated, probably a motivational speaker type of a person, but his moon is Aquarius, so his moon is more of in the intergalactic, on another realm, on another level. So he's just very different. He's a lot of water and a lot of fire. But to me, I feel like he is super spiritual, super psychic, super whatever you want to call it, mystical. But his Aries self might be more, he needs to see it to believe it kind of a person. So sometimes he might be at odds with himself. We have the compass in reversed. So the compass for that in the reverse with this person is telling me that they don't always pay attention to their inner intuition. So as psychic or as mystical or spiritual or whatever word you want to use to describe this individual. As far as that's concerned, to me, the compass is telling me that he does not like to have a specific plan of where he's going. He just goes with the flow, which is so, it's so the energy of Aquarius, okay? Which is his moon, his emotions. He leads with his heart, or so you should. And if he does lead with his heart, he doesn't have a direction. He just goes with the flow, which could be a little bit annoying to you, because maybe you need to have a plan and you have to have it, an itinerary and everything written down. And for him, he doesn't. his truth card, the truth card is coming up with the throat chakra. So it's almost like he could be, I'm almost looking at it as a personal lie detector. There is no lying when it comes to him, okay? He's very, very, very much he's straightforward. But he's clashing with his fire and water is what I'm seeing here. So his fiery side, his watery side, he's constantly clashing with himself. And maybe that's why he is not always present. So maybe in his mind, he's off in la la land, but you know, physically he's trying to get the job done at work. So sometimes you might feel like he's a little bit distant, even though he's there in the present. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So I feel like from him, though, what he is going to be able to teach you, there's the Magician, there's Emperor, and the Three of Swords. He's going to be able to teach you, to me, his own trade, like his own way of connecting spiritually. He has stories, he has experiences that he doesn't always get to experience or express to people, because not everybody that he encounters would understand it. So my sense is if you have not gone deep with him talking about these spiritual experiences, I think the moment you open the floodgates to that, everything is going to come out. Like he'll be able to really connect in that way. Emperor energy, which is the Aries sign anyway. So he is he likes to be in control, or he tries to be in control. And I feel like the Three of Swords can indicate perhaps this could be connecting through your past experiences with broken hearts. But the other thing I was experiencing when I was taking the notes down for your reading is that the two of you may have shared a past life experience together, okay? And that might be what that spiritual connection is that you feel you have so strongly with this person. A lot of times we can meet people in our life where we can't understand it, or we just don't know how to pinpoint it, but for some reason they feel so connected to us, and it's like, well, I've never met this person before, but technically, yeah, you probably have. The Three of Swords is kind of telling me this could be a fatal attraction. This could be somebody where you clash, okay? This could be somebody where, because you are fire and he is water, sun. Fire and water, and then there's the truth. It could be a fatal attraction, kind of a relationship. Does that make sense? If there was a past life, if you believe in this, there could have been a past life where the two of you were together, but because you were so opposite one another, it was like no matter what you tried to do to be together, you just couldn't make it work. And now in this present life where you're completely different energies and people, you still have like that essence of that. So that might be what's kind of you're connecting with, at least I'm feeling it. But also in a sense, he is a teacher, okay? A Magician energy is somebody who is a teacher, or someone who likes to share what they know. They share their knowledge with others, those who are willing to learn. So from a teacher-student aspect, this may be a connection for you and him that might actually work. But in love, I would say, you guys might feel... you might actually feel the tension there with that. Really, really interesting too, because like I said, I was feeling that when I was taking the notes down, that you guys probably most likely shared past life experiences together, or had a past life experience together. And that's what you're feeling. Your soul just remembers that, it'll never forget. So let's go into answering your question. What spiritual lesson are you to learn? What spiritual lesson are you to learn? Listening. Listening came up in reversed. Interesting. So let's look at the guidebook. This is number 53. And the reversal. Are you feeling that you're not being heard, that perhaps your needs are not valid and that your song will go unsung? Now is the time to bring your message to the world. Speak up. It's time for your voice to resound throughout your sphere of influence. This is the moment to say what you mean, and ask for what you want. In the reverse position, listening has another meaning too. It also asks you if you're refusing to listen to someone else, preferring to hear what you want instead of what's being said. This is the time to get out of denial. Reverse this card. Always bring freedom if you need its advice. I freaking love that. I feel like, what are you not listening to with what's being said? Perhaps that is the lesson. Perhaps in this past life with this individual, in that past life, maybe you struggled with that. Maybe you struggled with not being able to see eye to eye because you guys were such a fatal attraction to one another. You know what I mean? And so in this present, you have the opportunity to take some notes from him. Have a nice conversation and really hear him for what he says. So that might be one thing, okay? That might be one instance where maybe you need to learn to listen more. Maybe you need to learn to be open to what he has to say, especially if he starts talking about, life experiences and that kind of thing. See what he has to say, because you may be able to resonate with some of those things. And you guys might be able to share some of your spiritual journeys together. You know what I mean? There's so much beauty in that. And maybe what he's experienced will actually be a key for you to unlock an area in your own spirituality that you have not been able to unlock before. And that might be why he's back in your life. So we have coming to life in reversed. That's number 29, coming to life in reversed. It's a gentle reminder to get out of your own way, to let go and let spirit lead. New life is unstable in the beginning and needs gentle care. Farmers don't go into their fields and pull up to the shoots of plants to see how they're doing. They know that everything has its own cycle and growth. Let nature take its course. Find other things to focus on right now. Simplicity and small steps are the order of the day. When the time is right, you will see the miracle. So sometimes even asking, what is this lesson that I'm supposed to learn from him? Maybe you're not yet meant to know that answer. And then number 40, follow the leader. Follow the leader. You are being called to lead others by example. Your wisdom has been earned as a result of your bravery and the adventure of your life. The experiences of battles won and lost, places discovered, tears shed, and joy revealed have placed you in a unique position to be of service to others. Your suffering has been crystallized into a talisman of wisdom. Now you must share it by being fully authentic. You'll lead others into the light. You'll be required to divulge some things about your past, and so that you may help someone else. Lead with love. There is another message here as well. Look to those whose great character and accomplishments you admire. Emulate the leaders you respect. You will then in turn have more to offer. So a lot of this is kind of like to listen, but to me it's just like, be open to receiving some new insights on the spiritual journey. And I feel like if you listen to his experiences, you might find that the two of you will interlink. Like, you have gone through some experiences that maybe he hasn't quite yet, but then his experiences will give you answers to yours. Does that make sense? I feel like this is so vague. I mean, hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's not too vague. Like, hopefully you'll understand. We have grounding, we have family, and play. The direction of taking this connection with him, I feel grounding together. Perhaps the two of you can do some kind of a joint meditation. I know that might sound weird, especially for a coworker, but you may be surprised. He may actually be down for that kind of stuff. And I feel like, grounding together, the family card can show maybe, like I said, past life experiences. You may have ties in that way, okay? May have been part of the family together in one point. And then we have the play card, which is, to me, is saying don't take it too seriously in this present. Just take it for what it is. Have these amazing conversations with him. See what pops up. Trust yourself more. Listen to him, okay? You know, and take the advice that he gives, that he has to offer. No judgment. No judgment whatsoever. The Chariot. Moving forward with this connection, we have the Ace of Wands, the passion there, and then the Two of Cups. This was a union that is meant to have happened. This is something that you were supposed to do. You were supposed to stumble across him. You were supposed to be communicating with him and whatnot. Will this turn into love? It could. But like I said, I feel the fatal attraction thing is there's going to be reasons why the two of you can't be together in this present life. And if you start noticing that, understand that that's fatal attraction. That is just like sometimes you, as much as you may want to be with a person, you just can't. Okay. But I feel like this union, this whole conversations with this person and what you can grow and together, what you can learn from one another is so meant to be. There's inspiration on the brink right here with the Ace of Wands. Basically, I feel like he's going to say things and give you a whole new point of view on life that's going to help you grow and advance in your own journey. Okay. And ultimately that might be the lesson that you're learning from him. His experiences already may help you get through your own. Okay. And the Chariot card is all about travel or movement. So you need to keep moving, and you need to keep doing that and being willing to travel. Don't let this be the end of your road. Your journey, your spiritual journey is meant to continue to grow, just as his will be. But I feel like you encountered him for a reason, and you will soon discover that the more time you spend talking to him. And I truly feel like that's what Spirit is trying to say to you, is that the more time you spend talking to him, the more obvious the reasons why he's in your life will come to be. Okay. So I can answer as best as I could what lessons you're supposed to learn from him. But like I said, I feel like with this like coming to life kind of card, like what it said is sometimes you're not meant to know just yet. You have to go through it yourself. So my love, I hope that this reading wasn't too vague. I hope that it gave you stuff to consider and think about. I hope I picked the right decks for you for this reading. I feel like I did though. This enchanted map really wanted to come out for you. So I'm hoping that, you know, you're able to resonate with the messages that I put there. And if you have questions, please email me and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But I wish you all the best with this connection. I think it's beautiful when we encounter souls that we knew in another lifetime. I'm truly a believer of that. I know I've encountered strangers that I locked eyes with them and I'm like, I know you from somewhere. So just trust these things, and there's always a reason for something. Okay. There's always a reason, and just trust that and go with it. And don't be stubborn. Go with it. Even if you may not 100% believe what's happening, stuff happens for a reason, and you may find that his experiences are going to help you with yours. Okay. So with that said, my love, thank you for allowing me to connect with you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, love.